Let me just move this like that. There we go. Great. Hi, leaders. Welcome back. Happy Friday to you all. This weekend, we continue on in the 5G life. And this weekend, you guys get to talk about give time. Glad you're here. All right, a very good distinction to make when we talk about give time. That's the fourth G we're in, right? So we had God time, then we had gather time, then we had group time last week, and now it's give time. An important distinction when we're talking about give time is we don't mean just give money. So as much as that is an application, that's not going to be primarily where we camp out. Primarily where we camp out is going to be on this understanding, the broader concept that all that I have, including my life, belongs to the Lord. And now that I've been saved in Jesus Christ, what does it mean to give back of my life for the Lord and for His kingdom and the building up of the body of Christ? And so when we talk about give time, we're typically falling into those, you've heard it before, those kind of 3 T's, the time, the talent, and the treasure. And I think that's certainly a part of it. And we'll go into those in greater detail. But really, it's the total life given to Christ. So remember that as you lead your people even this weekend, or when you're talking through that curriculum. I want you to be aware that this especially rings true in terms of volunteering in our church and also in financial giving. We can see very obviously those 2 metrics in the life of our church, and it's a helpful metric as we gauge overall church health. And we can see that in those 2 areas specifically, we just do not have the kind of maturity of discipleship that we want to see. So in addition to leading your people along those lines, and you can ask practical questions like, where are you serving? Is healthy giving to the church a part of your regular daily or weekly disciplines or monthly disciplines? Those are good practical questions, but I think you want to be leaning in on it as well on what does it mean to you when the Lord asks you to sacrifice an entire life for Him? So may the Lord bless you in that. Again, if you can think of it, continue to dial down on God time. Like I said at the beginning of the series, I believe that is the most important G of the whole series. So please continue to press down in on that. Encourage your people along those lines. And then the last thing I want to put on your calendar is a family meeting that's coming up the first Sunday in September. That's an extremely important family meeting. That's probably the most business we'll do in the past year. So this is going to be the voting on the bylaw language change surrounding deacons. That will also include the approval of new elected ministry team members, and it will also include a discussion around last year's budget, our current financial situation, and approval of this year's coming budget. So there's just a lot that needs to go through, and I think all of it very, very important stuff. So I want to put that on your calendar, and as key leaders in our church, just please be aware of that, and if you can make it, that would be helpful for you. Throughout these past weeks, we've been doing family chats in our services to cover some of the more important details, but all the granular and the really helpful stuff is at that family meeting. So make sure you're planning to be there for that. All right. Okay, I'm going to let you go with that. God bless you all. Thank you again for continuing to serve here at Bannockburn, and you are hugely loved. Happy Friday.